Greetings and welcome to a little kind of side project. I'm going to be doing a weekly, just journal. I can't. It's hard. I know it's hard to come up with ideas. I just can't really afford to leave the channel inactive for too long because I want to try to keep it visible long enough to when I actually get my shit together. Have an audience sort of already there. So I'm gonna just do a daily, collection of what's been happening, and then um, like post it every week. Like today's Tuesday, August 1st. So I will be uh, compiling everything at the end of the week, or oh, I'll be compiling everything on Monday, and then featuring it then. Except for like the last few days of August, or I might stagger it out like um, 7, 8 days. I'll try to make it look somewhat even across the month. 31 days in August, so 7, 8, 8, 8. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. So, today is Tuesday, August 1st. Um, as I promised, I've been putting in, I put in at least one job application to a store that is very comfortably in walking distance. That unless the weather is absolute crazy, I never have to worry about a ride home or a ride to there. Uh, there was a place I wanted to apply, Joanne's Fabric. They have no openings right now, at least not in this city. I was looking at the list of cities and how many openings, and I saw the where I used to live having a handful of openings. Again, I'm just gonna be a floor associate because uh, I keep saying I need to step up and be like assistant manager or something. But it's just I like being on the floor. I like being on the ground, seeing where things are, and just witnessing what people are looking for. Anyway, I'll be checking in with the store where I did apply today. Probably I'm going to. Okay, my real life hair I usually keep in like a ponytail, and if I lean my head back, it goes well beneath my shoulders. I might just trim about 4 to 6 inches off the back, just just cause. Um, yeah, the hair gets in the way of sleeping too. Um, let's see, and then today I'm also going to be going to the game store. Um, the league is over. We had 2 weeks to kind of dick around and just relax and just maybe play some oddball kind of games. I'm going to bring Shadow Hunters because you know what? It's the exact kind of game I need to bring. When we've got a bunch of players and there's no worry about um, having a singular winner. Yeah. I'll say about jumping in on the next league. My finances are in kind of a shit condition, and my paychecks aren't gonna friggin' help. So there's that. And then finally, what am I watching lately? Uh, I keep kind of just on and off watching my Conan the Adventurer DVD for season 1. I know there's a website. I know there's some places to go find it online and just watch it there. But this is how I watch it on my TV, and still be able to do stuff on my normal. I could because I've used the laptop with the TV before, I could set it up. I could just have the show on the TV and what I'm doing on the laptop screen. With its increasing mass of dead pixels, it's getting kind of concerning. I'm getting a new computer with my tax refund next year because this is not going to last another year. I might be able to hold on to the laptop and use it as a kind of jukebox of sorts, keep my music on there. But the moment this laptop bites the dust, I'll re-add the music that I had to the new computer. I'm still very frustrated with the fact that they just don't build the built-in optical drives for laptops anymore, and like very rarely for towers. I want to see if I can find someone who actually does put a built-in optical drive for laptop. Because I don't like buying external crap outside of having a mouse. Really. Um, what else am I watching? Just YouTube. Random shit on YouTube. But I've been watching a lot of Adam Savage's Tested, just him asking questions about Mythbusters and other science stuff, and I just like listening to him talk about anything. Really, he's a cool guy. Um, New Hololive group Advent. I watched the Bijou's live stream of the American Truck Simulator, trying to answer questions while paying attention to driving. It's amusing. It's cute that she had the so like for her debut, she's like make your Pebble Sona and like share it on Twitter. And that for that stream, she just had some of the Pebble Sonas with her, and that was just so sweet. Man. That's kind of the brilliant shit I wish I could think of. That's why I want to get into streaming. When I get better internet, better recording conditions. Like my nephew will be going back to school soon enough, and maybe I can find my big creative spark once again. Okay, so this is August 1st. This is what I'm doing for this section of the video. I'm going to do multiple days, compile them, and then release the compiled set. But I have to use Microsoft Clipchamp though. The reviews are kind of crappy on that one. Yeah, we'll see what works out on the video side of things. But anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Alrighty, today is August 2nd. Today's personal news. I was actually supposed to work today, and I got a call saying, hey, the schedule's changed. Instead, come in this day. So it's like, crap. Well, at least I'll have hours for that day. But this is the kind of instability that's just frustrating. Yeah, that's part of why I'm looking for another job. The other reason is coworkers. But anyway, yesterday I went to the game store, played in the just for fun because the league's over and kind of just mess around. We played Cascadia. It's about building this national park kind of thing or something, and getting animals, and each animal has a set of cards, and there's like one for each at the start of the game. So it's going to be a different game every time. You get points for the animals and the type of terrain that you have the most of. in a single cluster. And then the guy running that left after the game was over, and we played a rebuilding Seattle, and I won that one. Although one of the players was kind of frustrated because like apparently they're hearing about the person running the game and how they always seem to stick to the same strategy, and it's just okay. Just I know you're frustrated, but save it for when the game is over. Focus on winning. You know, focus on playing the game first, and then bitch about it later. Because there there's opportunities for everyone to kind of mess with the situation by taking buildings ahead of others, or activating events. There's like two events in particular. If they're activated in a certain order, someone can get a pretty scary ass bonus to them. There's getting a suburb per train that you have per train tile, and then getting a bonus based on your natural terrain still showing, but it depends on the round. Like trees only count for the first round for money, and then lakes count in the second round for reducing population, or at least reducing demand, as I like to think of it. And the third round is gain money for your trees and gain points for your mountains. Yeah, yeah, those two together, and if you get suburbs first, adds a lot of just straight up advantage. But my victory came down to making use of my landmarks and planning for my landmarks ahead of time. I had canal box and indoor mall, so all throughout the game, I'm keeping indoor mall alive in my head. Just make sure to do this. The shopping event was critical, and then canal locks. I just had to make sure I had at least two of everything. Although if I was planning it a little bit better, I'd have three of everything, but some shit just doesn't work out. So I don't know if we'll be playing that game anymore. But as if someone's having a bad time with the game, I just want to just. If it was my game, I would just straight up fucking put it away right then and there. Um, almost. There are times when I'm trying to teach a game and I just kind of suck. So I forget things. I'm get ahead of things. It's like maybe I need to think better about how I'm teaching this. That's why I'm kind of glad it wasn't my copy. Was getting played anyway. I don't know although if I had that, I could do more content, more Pillar of Love's tabletop games. See, it's hard to freaking quit this whole content creation shit, man. This it just keeps dragging me back here. It's like okay, I'm not really taking care of the things I said I was going to take care of. Not being here. Just sitting on my ass in front of a computer screen, scrolling through Twitter or watching YouTube or Twitch or whatever, or playing Sudoku on my phone or something. It's like, okay, if I was gonna take a break from content creation, I should be doing something else productive, you know, and I'm not. That's that's part of where I'm at is what do I do? Start working on ideas to come back. Something like this, you know. Uh, but I should be taking care of my offline shit. I should be getting the exercise. I should be cleaning my room, figuring out my personal projects that I want to take care of, like my stitching. I don't know about my game designs anymore. I really don't know. We'll see. We'll see about that going forward. But anyway, this is the Wednesday, August 2nd portion. Okay, this is the August 3rd section. Well, it's technically still the second because it's afternoon, but I don't think I have much more to add to this anyway. Hey, it's August 3rd somewhere, you know. So yeah, I was talking to my hair the other day. I actually straight up cut it off about 4 to 6 inches. Um, just so I can have it shorter, a little bit easier to deal with when I'm sleeping. I don't have to worry about putting it up for work. You know, I can swing it around a little bit. It's not going to get in my eyes or anything. Yeah, I have a rule. Nobody touches my hair but me. Um, yeah, I've refused to go to a barber anymore. I will manage my own hair. Thank you very much. Um, yeah, I just took care of that, and I've been working on cleaning my room, getting things organized. Um, while I'm doing that, I'm listening to the Hardcore Gaming 101 podcast. Um, recent episode is Neon Whites. That one ranked pretty high. So, yeah, I like listening to, as I said before, I'm just open to listening to just about anyone talk about just about anything. And I like games, video games, tabletop games, and it's just interesting to listen to people talk about all these games and their merits, their flaws, their legacy. A lot of older games, some newer games. It's really interesting to listen to, especially while I'm working on my stuff. So either listen to a podcast or listen to music. And speaking of people talking about stuff, excuse me. I was watching a video on YouTube. I was having some lunch on break from my cleaning about Kowloon Walled City by a video by Neo. They do stuff on Nebula, but this one's also on YouTube. I might have to look into Nebula when I can, afford a subscription and stuff. So yeah, I don't really get much into getting subscription-based services outside of my Patreon for hardcore gaming. Just because money is kind of a tight thing. Like for the HG101 podcast, after tax, I'm paying like $3.23 for the most basic tier. I was paying more for a while, and then I got to a point where I could not afford to do to go any higher than I absolutely needed to. But yeah, the Kowloon Walled City video was pretty interesting. Very straightforward. No real dicking around. It's just here's the history. Here's what it's like. Here's what's there now that it's gone. And it's been an inspiration apparently. Because whenever I look up stuff about cyberpunk, there's always going to be something, usually on TV tropes, pointing back to Kowloon Walled City. And It's interesting to think about. It's like, yeah, it might have been tough, but there are people who made their living there, and they made the most of it the best they could, and they got some kind of success and enjoyment out of it if they were willing to stick it out there. So that's something. I'll probably check out more of Neo's videos uh, later, but yeah, just gonna be working on my bedroom. Um, since this is supposed to be the episode for tomorrow, that I'm doing it today on the 2nd. Um, I won't be able to feature my time at work, but it's probably for the best to leave that out anyway. So this is August 3rd. Okay, this is the August 4th section, and I'm here to announce that I now have a Discord server. I will be putting links in my YouTube community posts, and I will have to learn on the fly how to make the most of Discord. I've currently got general channel, a games channel for talking about games, and a general voice chat. I'm going to have to learn the ever living shit out of Discord, how to really make the most of it. But I will set up permanent links in the YouTube community post. And if I ever get the feeling that the kind of people who are coming to the channel are not the kind of people I should be having in Discord, I will just straight up delete the links and then shut it down. Also, the audio journal will be released in every 3 to 4 days for this month. When I do an audio journal release, I will see about doing one extra bit of content to release no later than the next day, so that I can stay active in doing things. I don't know what it is about this. I already covered this in the Hard to Quit note the other day. But I do seriously want to keep this channel going. That's all there is to it. Too many doubts, too much uncertainty. But at the end of that, I still want to make content for this channel. Going forward, we'll just have to see how things fall into place. See where they land. Just adapt accordingly. So, yeah, I'll be posting these Discord links around the time the video releases. So keep an eye on my community post. I will put a note on Twitter saying, hey, check my YouTube community board for the links. I do seriously wonder how many people actually follow from my YouTube page, or from my Twitter to the YouTube. Because the numbers are like way different. What, 51 people following me on Twitter and only 29 on YouTube. I know there's one overlap. I'm not sure much more there's aside from that, but this is a new learning experience for sure. Getting into Discord, just have to see how it works. Alrighty. This is the end of August 4th, and this is the end of this particular audio journal video. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you with the next videos. Thanks.